Hello, my name is Akera Otto. I'm one of the microgrant beneficiaries. I am 23 years old, and my project is the beta testing and launch of a Black engineering resource navigation software. The project originated from a hackathon challenge that me and two other friends in my program attended back in March of last year. The challenge that we were given is to come up with a solution to help Black youth that are in high school throughout their undergraduate careers. There's generally a low number of Black male students in engineering, whether it's students in the program or student retention from the beginning of their undergrad to graduation. Some people don't finish, they switch programs, and a lot of those problems stem from the fact that not all of them have the resources that they need that can really help them. So we decided to make a program or an app that can provide them with those resources, that can be a hub for those resources, whether it's program information, scholarships because they need financial aid to pay for all of their tuition fees, and co-op internship positions that might be available to them. That's another thing that we want to implement moving forward. So we created a source code using Python that can do those things. Basically how it works, it's user response based, and based off of the information that the user provides, it matches that person with an ideal program and provides links to the university websites that have those scholarship application information, those scholarship packages, resources, connections within the faculty, like potential co-op where they can work at during their summer internships, with the UZIMA, the microgrant funding, my goal during this project was to take that source code and to beta test it with a live audience, that target audience being Black youth aged 8 to 17, or secondary students, kids in high school that are interested in STEM already, or maybe not interested in STEM. But the thing is that this app can help them get interested in STEM because it matches them based off of who they are personally and what their interests are. One thing that I took from today's workshop is how the formatting of our final reports, financial closing, which included basically the final report of everything that happened during the project, things that need to be addressed, things that need to be reconciled at the end of the time period. I spoke to both speakers after their presentations, and they basically reiterated, you're writing your report, make sure all the information is there, but you have to make sure that you're mindful of who is going to be reading that report. And so make sure that those outcomes are easy to read, and if there's multiple of them, make sure they're separated or numbered or bullet pointed or whatever, so that the reader can easily take what they need without having to read the whole report top to bottom. They can still read it, but they should be able to point out the key information quickly, as if they were a recruiter reading a resume. They want to take the key information right away without having to read the whole thing, which takes time. This thing that I'm working on, it's something that I want to continue working on moving forward. I'd like it to reach a large audience. I've been involved with organizations that are passionate about supporting Black youth in getting them into tech, and bridging the diversity gap in the tech and field. So continuing this kind of project would be ideal for me.